Decisions. Hi there, everybody. Bald&curious here. So, back from vacation. Tonight I'm leaving for Massachusetts. We're shooting in New England Regional IDPA Championship. It's a pretty big match around here. And I got a big dilemma. Am I going with my trusty Grand Power X-Trim that I shoot pretty good, or am I shooting my new sick P320 X5 Legion? Now, I shot this last week at a local competition and I did horribly. I bombed one stage. It was only 5-stage match, so if you bomb one stage, you pretty much lost. So, we'll do a couple of drills. One thing I should note is I just chrono my rounds for the match, and what I'm running is RMR bullets. These are full metal jacket. Now, with the four grains of CFE powder, I was getting average about 880 out of the Grand Power. This is, I believe, 4.5-inch barrel. But I was getting 920 out of the Legion. So just about 50 feet per second more out of the 5-inch barrel. So I guess 1 inch makes a difference. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is set up a simple drill. Alright, I'm gonna do a simple drill. Okay, we'll do some accuracy testing. I got 3 targets. Okay, first one's gonna be about 7, maybe 10 and 12 yards. And all we're gonna do is 2 shots on each, reload, 2 shots on each. Okay, any way we want. I'll compare the times between the 2 guns, and I'm guessing that's how I'll make the decision. Now with both guns, I'd be shooting SSP, which is stock service pistol division in IDPA. So I took the magwell off the Legion, which also helps to make a weight. It's gonna be under 43 ounces. The weight on this gun as is with the magwell is 43.5. So yeah, without the magwell, it definitely makes a weight. And the only difference on a Grand Power, I gotta start hammer down. Now I'm using my Red Hill Tactical holster and the Blade Tech pouches for the magazines. I've been using this for years. I actually got 2 of them. First one developed a crack after I don't know how many years of use. And I have a Comtac set I got for the 320 X5 that I kind of like. So, and it kind of matches the color. So without further delay, I'm gonna turn on the head cam and let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna go cold. These are pretty much the first shots other than shooting the chrono. Here we go. Alright, I definitely screwed up the second target, I could tell. But the time was 7:12. And let's see, what do we got here? So I'm down 2 over here, so that's 9:12. Down 6 over here, so that's 15:12. And I mic'd one here completely, so that's 21:12. That's horrible. That's completely horrible. It was cold, but I should do better than that. Let's run it one more time and then we'll switch to Legion. Alright, second try, here we go. Alright, 760. 760. 760. Again, drop 2 points, 2 seconds here. So that's 960. This one's clean. And this one's 2 and 3. That's 5. 960. So 15.6 is a final time. That's the best time for Grand Power. Let's tape it up and we'll switch guns. Legion X5. Let's go. 2 tries with this thing. Let's do it. Okay, 806. 806. So I was definitely faster with the grand power. One thing, I don't know if it shows up, but the dot on the grand power is a lot bigger. But let's see what the results are. I'm down 0 over here. I'm down 0 over here, and I got so I got 3 over here. So my final time would be 11:06. Okay. So even though I was faster with the grand power, I had more points down. Again, slower overall. I was 8:31, and let's see. So 8:31. I pulled one shot over here, so that's 9:31, 10:31, 11:31, 12:31, 13:31, and this is from before. So, overall, I might be shooting this a little bit slower, but seems like I'm a little more accurate with this gun than I am with the grand power. Oh, how I wish the Excalibur would be IDPA legal. The little side radius, I think, helps a little bit. Alright, so I was all set to come and tell you that I'm shooting a Legion, X5 Legion at the match tomorrow. But then I ran those drills a couple more times, and I was just as inaccurate as with the grand power. So I went back to grand power, and I was actually able to run it sub 7 seconds a couple of times with only like dropping 2 points. So I think the biggest issue is just the time I have on the platform. That's one. Second thing, I don't know. Gun is clear, so I don't know how well it shows up, but you see that red dot? Okay, especially bright sunny day, I'm able to track it as the gun recoils. This has got a green, which I don't really have a preference, but come on, I cleared it for you, safety Sally. So I'm trying not to muzzle myself. Okay, so you see the green, you see it's so much smaller, and I found out that on the second shot I'm losing it. For some reason I can't track it. Another thing is the grand power is pretty much 100%. When I insert the mag, it auto forwards the slide. Okay, now the Legion does it sometimes, and thing is, I'm kind of muscle memory is used to it. So see, so usually the grand power, if it doesn't go in, I just tap it again. With this, I gotta remember to push the slide lock, and again, it's not the gun's fault. It's a dry fire. So that being said, I'm sticking with the X-Trim. Pretty much for the rest of the season, I'm gonna stick with that. The only difference, I'm gonna shoot a limited gun, is I actually got into the Area 8, and I was on the waiting list, registered as a major shooter, because my whole idea was pretty much shooting this gun the whole year, but I didn't get into I only got into one USPSA, and we had a bunch of IDPA matches, so I stuck with the grand power. So this is the only thing I'm shooting next week at the Area 8, so wish me luck. As always, have fun, keep shooting.